What's going on, y'all? It's your girl. Sorry that the phone looks a little tilted. I'm recording from my phone right now. Got on my quarantine and chill t-shirt that I got from Amazon, and my fashionable specs from Fashion Nova. Just came back from the oncologist's office. They did the colonoscopy and the endoscopy yesterday. Endoscopy means they took the tube with the little light and the camera and went down this way. Colonoscopy means they went the other way. They found a few, oh shit. Sorry, y'all. Got it on this little thing that's called damn dash. Sorry about that. Yeah, but they found a couple of polyps or whatever. Hopefully they're not precancerous or anything, and they don't have to go back in and take nothing out. Never had major invasive surgery, whether I've had to have anything removed before. I've never broken a bone. I've never had to have stitches. So, you know, that's scary to a person that's been blessed, thank the Lord, that I've never had to have anything invasive like that outside of the bone marrow biopsy, but they only removed like tissue matter, you know what I'm saying? Not necessarily another organ. So basically, I gotta wait in a couple of weeks for those results unless something comes back, you know, ahead of time. And again, hopefully I won't have to have anything removed. Thankfully, my mother, Madre, as I call her, she was able to come down from Charlotte for a week to help us out with moops or whatever, because Mr. J, you know, well, I don't know if I had told y'all, but he broke his damn hand being pissed off at work. Chat, I'm saved that for another story time. So he gets the cast off this week. He's had it on there for a full month, a little over a month and a half maybe. He's getting a cyst drained from off the top of his head, and I'll be glad when he get that shit done, because Lord, y'all just don't know how many times I had to hear about that. But yeah, and it ain't even something that's bothering him. It's elective procedure, because he only wants it removed because he knows it's there. You know how it is. You only notice when you're the one that notices it. You think everybody else notices it or whatever, so you want it removed. But anyway, yeah, I pretty much have had to go to the oncologist today. Like basically Monday, I had to drink the prep. You know what I'm saying? The stuff, you know, the prep stuff that they give you or whatever, which was agitating as hell, because it was like my stomach, you know what I'm saying? I already didn't get to eat anything, you know what I'm saying? And I already just have to drink clear liquids and stuff the whole time and eat Jello. Like, that shit ain't satisfying nothing, because I'm feeling like, you know, Precious, like I want to steal a bucket of chicken. You know what I'm saying? Like I was just hungry. So luckily, coming out of the procedure, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be, because when you bring up procedures like colonoscopy and stuff like that, they soup it up and put 50 on 10 and make it way scarier than what it has to be. So, sorry, y'all. I'm just gonna hold this damn thing because it keeps falling off. But anyway, they always souping up the damn colonoscopy, putting 50 on 10, making it seem like it's a way scarier procedure than what it actually is. But the worst of the worst part was drinking the prep. And that shit is nasty. Luckily, I mixed mine with Gatorade and white grape juice or whatever. And I had a tumbler cup that has the, you know, you get like a set of 4 for $5 from Walmart. And it had the little straw or whatever. So that made it easier to ingest and to be able to take in. It's still nasty as hell, but that made the process a little better, you know. Not being able to eat no solid foods, I actually thought I was gonna get sick. So, excuse the hair wrap, y'all. So I had to do a little quick little something, whatever. But yeah, so I went in. The procedure was done at about 11 o'clock. So I went in and I was half asleep. Cause shit, I ain't get to have no coffee or nothing the day of. It was just stupid. I ain't even bother taking my meds, cause I'm like, what's the damn point? Went in there, you know, disrobed. They put the little leads on me. Child, they sat there and gave me that propranolol, whatever it's called. You know what I'm saying? It's basically MJGS. like I call the MJ drugs that Michael Jackson took or whatever. So we're not talking MJ Game 6, we're talking MJ glitter socks, okay? And they gave me that medicine, which put me under, and I'm already a heavy sleeper to begin with. So the idea of taking those drugs, because soon as the nurse told me that that's what they were going to give me, I'm like, Michael Jackson? And it's so funny because this is a white guy that was getting the same thing done, I guess. And his room was across from mine. His door was open, my door was open. And he was like, he's like, you know, the first thing I thought was that was the same drugs that Michael Jackson died from. And I'm thinking the same thing. Like, I know that's right, you know, white man. So when he said that, I'm just thinking like, oh my God, like my nerves went up, you know what I'm saying? My anxiety went up, because I'm just thinking like, you get leery of this kind of stuff, especially because I've never had this procedure done. And then when I talked to the anesthesia nurse, like the day before I had it done, and the anesthesiologist when I got there yesterday, and they kept asking about a living will. Like, why y'all keep asking me this shit? Like, did somebody die? You know what I'm saying? From getting a colonoscopy done? I didn't think it was that deep. But then, like I said, once it was all said and done, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was. But it was like, even still, the fact that they keep asking about a living will and all this, and I'm just thinking maybe it's because of the drugs that they sedate you with. Like, I was more than just sedated, just a little bit sedated. I was totally comatose. So when it all, you know, came down to it, I'm just thinking like, okay, what am I really in store for? So I just asked, you know, said a quick little prayer, ask God to watch over me or whatever, that, you know, that I make it through. Because even the stuff that you think is not that deep and not that serious, sometimes you might not make it out of it. I'm sure there's somebody that probably didn't, that probably coded out. So, you know, I signed all my paperwork. All I can say is this, you know, well, for one, I ended up with a damn bruise on my arm. Let me see if I can, yeah, hopefully y'all can see that. But I ended up with a bruise on my arm because they tried to go there first to put the IV in for the medicine. Then they went in my left hand on the top, which I hate if a person has to stick me in my left hand. Now, mind you, I ain't never had, hold on. All right, y'all, so I had to park my car. But, what I was saying? But basically, they had, I don't, like, normally I would have, like, extraordinary veins. I used to have some good veins. But for whatever, I think because over this last few years of being sick, like when I have to get my blood drawn so often, like every other month practically, child, this thing to push back like a wig. But anyway, some of them have blown out my best veins or whatever from IVs and stuff like that. So it's almost like I'm having to, you know what I'm saying, they're having to stick me more than once, which is annoying. But I definitely hate when they stick me in my hands because it burns. It's a burning sensation. But eventually they went up into my wrist. I don't know if you can see the little dot or whatever. But they went into my wrist on my right hand or whatever. And that was the best way for them to go. And so all I can remember is they wheeled me into the procedure room. They hadn't even quite hooked up the medicine yet because, of course, everything's set up in the procedure room. And once they hooked it up, I turned over on my left side. And for those that don't know, just like I slept on I naturally sleep on my left side as a rule anyway. And that's just how I always been. But even when I was pregnant, I slept on my left side a lot, mainly because you have better circulation on your left side than you do your right. And trust me, it happens because even at night, if I have heart palpitations, like right when I'm about to go to sleep, I usually flip on to my left side or whatever, because it kind of takes the pressure off. It kind of eases up. So once they told me to go on my left side, they had me open my mouth and put the bite block or whatever they call it, you know what I'm saying, to keep you from choking, whatever, to make it easier access for when they put the scope down your throat. And next thing I know, I woke up in the room that I started in. And like I said, I'm a very heavy sleeper naturally anyways. So it felt more like like, I guess a medically induced coma, you might as well say, because it was like a real deep sleep. Like, I don't even remember. I didn't feel anything when they did it. Like, I probably was one of their more easier patients, you know what I'm saying? Because I go so under. I was like, thank God the times, you know, in my 20s and stuff when I was clubbing hard and drinking hard, that hell, ain't nobody slipped me a damn Mickey, honey, because I'd have been shout, okay? Very shout out here. I'd have been an easy target. So, and I mean, hell, drinking is but a memory for me these days. But yeah, thankfully the procedure went well. Like I said, I'm waiting on them to come up with my reports and stuff like that. And they even gave me pictures. I don't know if y'all want to see all that. If you do, then I'll come back with another video and show you. But they did find a couple of polyps. They did the biopsies or whatever. They found them like the lower part of my esophagus or whatever. So, but the oncologist said that the way that it looks is that it was closer to my appendix. The bottom of my esophagus closer to my appendix, or whatever. No, top of my colon closer to my appendix or whatever. So hopefully, like I said, I won't need to have any like major surgery where they have to remove anything. Even though I know you don't need your appendix, I think it's just the idea of, like I said, I've never had anything that invasive. So it's scary at the idea of them having to go in or cut into me at all and remove anything. You know, I kind of like to keep the parts that I was brought into this earth with. But yeah, y'all, I'm just giving y'all an update because when I didn't know when I was going to be able to actually do a video this week, because I've been trying to pace myself and only do a video once a week. I'm still going to come with the quarantine things for us ladies, you know. But I just got to carve out some time because, like I said, Madre is here for the week. I want to not only enjoy some time with my mama because I hadn't seen her in a while, and probably over a month or so. Me and my mother super tight. I mean, we're not Siamese twins. We're joined at the hip, sort of, kind of. But, you know what I'm saying? We know how to survive without each other. I'm just saying that, you know, if you're still blessed enough to still have your mother living and breathing and walking this earth, you want to try and cherish as much time as you can. So, like I said, I want to enjoy the rest of this week out. Don't know necessarily when because she's supposed to go back home on Saturday. So maybe I might be able to push out a video Saturday. But however it goes, I hope everybody's still safe and staying at home. Not being in a rush to go out there, you know, getting your nails and hair done and stuff like that. If you're able to have somebody come to your house and do it, that will probably be your safest bet. Because at least you're in your home, it's a more controlled environment than it is when you're out here on these streets. So, y'all, I will holler at y'all whenever I get the chance. Thanks for supporting. Thanks for the new people that are subscribed to my channel. I really appreciate it because, again, like I've said before, doing YouTube is really not easy, and it's definitely not easy. It's like an open book and a virtual diary, and it's not easy putting yourself out there. So I will holler at y'all when I holler at y'all. Peace.